work mapping. There's nothing but like some common words which are there for all the forms. Okay. When mapping field to a form or a subform, you can use reserved verb mapping to map information about the current print job to a merge field. The system generates this information at runtime. When using this reserved verbs, you do not have to be entered a mapped field in the merge field. Instead, you can simply use the reserved word as the merge field name.
Reserved word as
The
merge.
reserved word for the merge field name means it's like a common name as far as I know. Like not mapped field. This is reserved field name. Like for example, the like name has its common reserved field name, right? So name will be a name itself. The merge field name. Student ID will be a student ID. So these are the common names where we use in most of the subforms or forms. So these kind of things are called reserved names. Those
Okay.
can be used multiple ways, need not create it again and again. So this is called some reserved map mapping. Adding a coded list. To add a coded list, the format column of merge field grid. Click coded list. Okay, in the forms where after mapping the field right at the right side itself in the same line, you can see coded list. So if you wanted to give any kind of a format like that code that for that particular field, you can do these steps. Like in the value column merge field grid, click on the click button to edit the coded list dialog box. Click on add code and add code dialog box open. This option is for last. Enter the appropriate value and then click on OK. Okay, nothing but for example, like you have some value like amount. Okay, total amount is the field name. So basically, that amount should display in the format of comma and dollar to signify its value. See, like 2 lakhs, this is the number, okay? This is the total amount. But by default, if you map to the UI as well, that will not display in any of the format. So you want it to be displayed in amount format like a dollar and comma format. So in that encoded list drop down, you should give like should be in the format of only commas or dollar with commas you need to mention. So when you click on that coded list drop down and click on that like this particular coded list, now this value will display on the forms like it will consist of commas and dollars. So if you don't click that coded list, now then it will just display a random number without comma and dollar. So that is the use of the coded list. Working with print job. A print job defines a set of forms and their print order. To give each print job a name, then identify the print job by that name in any print output request. Any number of print job can exist in a manuscript. A print job can reference any form in manuscript form list. It can also specify the order in which form should be printed within the print job. In a section, you will learn how to add, delete the print job, remove the print job. Okay, so this print job is nothing but what are the forms you have created now. If you wanted to display the forms in a particular output, then you need to add this what are the form you created in the print job, where on the edit you need to click on the print job and a pop-up will appear there. So in that pop-up where you can see so many modules like code, bind, declaration form, the static form, iterative form, or like what are the modules. So suppose if you want this particular form to be printed on the quote letter, I mean like in the quote letter, for example. So you need to add this particular form name in the quote letter section. So suppose if you want that your form to be printed on top of all the forms, like in the first form, your form, whatever you added now, it should display in the first page. So you can just give the order, like you can add, I mean, like you can enter it the starting itself. So in that case, that form will be displaying at the first itself. So you can modify the order also you want, like you can specify that form to be printed in particular page or in the particular in which position as well. So you can add a print, you can add a form, you can add it, you can delete as well, you can add and you can remove, or you can add it, modify it as well. So in order to print any particular form in on the UI, this print job is the main role. You need to add what are the forms you created in the print job. When configuring print job, you can control various print job features. Document type, specify the output of the print job, like DOC or DOCX or PDF. This specifies the document type, okay? Condition, specify the condition that must match for the print job to print. Nothing but suppose if you have if you created a list of 5 forms and you added that those forms in the in the print job, okay? Like there are so many print jobs, then you added those particular 5 forms in a single print job, and if you have any conditions for that forms to be displayed only that so and so point, then you can mention the condition of that print job. Forms, configurations which forms compose a print job, like what I mean, like for example, some forms are particularly related to the policy pack, some forms are related to the binder pack. So in that case, those particular configurations are there, no? Those will be mapped to those particular print job itself. See how to open a print job dialog box. On edit menu, click on manage print jobs. That's it. A pop-up will appear. And there you need to add the forms and you need to click OK. That's it. So print job toolbar. So these are the icons where you can see when you open the print job, like add print job, delete print job, rename, and view print job XML. View print job XML is nothing but whatever you added the form now, that particular will be in XML coded format.
Yeah.
Adding a print job. To print any specific form, you must set up a print job in the manage print job dialog box in a forms mapper. A print job may consist one or more forms, and each form may consist of multiple subforms. So to add, you need to click on first edit and manage print jobs, and then a dialog box will appear, and click on add print job. And then enter the name of the print job and then click on the open. Enter the name of the print job in the sense like if you wanted to add that particular form in any particular like print job, like code, binder, new print job, that kind of a thing, you can search it and enter it. So basically, new print job is nothing but the UI, whatever you created when you create a particular policy, the policy will be in a new status. So what are the forms will comes up till the code screen, till the fresh policy, that those forms will come under new print job. Likewise, like code and bind and policy pack, declaration forms are the kind of different forms, and so endorsement, what are the forms you need to be printed, or endorse will be added, endorse print job will be added. So likewise, you can enter the name of the print job and where you want to place that particular form. So adding a print job from an external manuscript. So external manuscript in the sense like you are like you are getting that particular print job from some other manuscript, not in the current manuscript. Forms allows you to reference the include print job from other manuscript within a job print job. This feature allows the print job to combine forms in active manuscript with a set of forms in another manuscript. When including a print job in another print job, all forms from the referenced print job are placed into the output list of the previous part reference in the XML. Okay, for example, this is the current manuscript. and this is the external manuscript. So what are the forms are available in the external manuscript? They will be brought up into the current manuscript, and these forms like water print of we exported from the external manuscript will be present in the current manuscript, but these all are converted into the XML format.
Right.
Okay, so whatever the data you got it from the external manuscript, you can see it in the current manuscript as well. Print job can be recursive. This means external print job can contain other external print job. External print job can also be dynamic. You can also define rules that allows to the forms engine to define the name of the manuscript and print job reference at the runtime. Nothing but, for example, external manuscript in the sense you need to enter that particular manuscript name in the forms engine. Okay, while executing it, or you wanted that external manuscript to be linked only when executing the particular policy on the output. Okay, so in that case, you need to enter in the forms engine request like in the manuscript, like with the particular manuscript name and print job reference. Print job reference in the sense like there will be number of print job in that particular manuscript. So you wanted to access the code print job. So in that case, you can write in the manuscript itself where you want this particular code print job at the runtime to execute. This will be in a section request, like request format or response format by using a forms engine. So to add a print job from an external manuscript, on the appropriate line and use the jobs or forms grid, click on the browse button. Okay. The manuscript catalog dialog box appears. Click the manuscript with print job and then click on load. Like manuscript name, you need to click. Okay. Then print job dialog box appear. Click on the appropriate print job in the sense like what like which print job, new print job, code print job, bind print job, declaration print job, issue print job, and loss print job. That whatever the print job you wanted to extract, you need to click that and then click on OK. And this is an optional, you need not. That is how you this print job from the external manuscript. So deleting a print job. You can delete a print job if you no longer needed it. So deleting a print job does not affect any form content in the particular print job. Whatever you delete in a print job, that will not be dependent on any other print jobs as well. To delete a print job, in print job, please click on the print job and then click on the delete print job button. What are the print job you wanted to delete? Now first you need to click that and click on the delete button. And there will be a pop-up called as confirm to deletion or click on yes or no. So adding a form to the print job. This is the most common thing where we do while creating a form. You must specify the form to be printed in the print job. To add a form to the print job, in print job, please click on the particular print job where you wanted to add the particular form. In the available forms list, click one or more forms in the list and then click on add button. Like so here job names will be there. This form names will be there. Okay, like print job name too. So suppose when you click on this particular print name to print job and you wanted to add those particular form names in that particular print job name too. So right side you need to double click it on any form and then click on add button. Add button in the sense then an empty box will appear. Okay. So in that case, like you can once you click on add button now you can add whatever the form you want. You can add multiple forms as well, like selecting like this control click or shift click. And you can adjust the order of the form by clicking down arrow or up arrow. This is basically for For example, in the quote letter, you wanted what are the form you added should be in the second page, like second form. So in that case, you can give your form name in the second one. You can move it up, removing a particular print job, removing a form from a print job, not print job. Okay. If you have any form in a print job that you do not wish to print, or you can delete it from the print job. Suppose you have created a form and earlier, okay, you don't want that form to be displayed on the UI in the particular print job, okay. So in that case, to delete a form from the print job, in print job list, click on the print job, where you added it. In use the print job or form, please click on the form to be removed. So what are the form name that you wanted to remove? Now you click on that particular form and click on this remove button. And you can multi-select using this control click or shift click. Suppose if you have more forms now, then you can use this control click and click the what are the forms you want to remove and click on this remove all button. Moving a form in a print job. You can move the form up or down in the list. So forms printed in a different sequence, nothing but order. So to change the order in which forms are printed in a print job. So basically, if you want any particular order, if you have any particular order while printing on the UI, so you can move accordingly as per your requirement. Okay. Like in print job, click on the particular print job, like quote or bind. Okay. In use job or form, please click on the form to be moved. Like you wanted the particular ABC form to be printed at the last. So you can click on down arrow button and place it at the last.
Yeah.
Set in the document type. You can specify the type of output your print job generates. Okay, so basically you added a form in the particular print job. Now you can set that particular whole entire print job in a particular format to be printed on the UI. Like in DOCX form or doc form or PDF form or MS form or RTF form, HTML or mixed. So basically, a simple example, like in our doctrine, while creating a policy, we print all the forms as a doc or docx form. Single individual form from the forms library. We print the forms as a doc or docx form. Whereas quote letter, binder letter, rating, quote letter, binder letter, and this policy pack, endorsement policy pack or any other policy pack, we print those in particular PDF format.
Yeah.
So you can set that particular quote or binder as a PDF format. So how to set it? By using a mixer doc type, user can set different output formats for each form in a print job. When this doc type is enabled, form generator will determine the output format of each form by the output format in the first subform. For example, first subform in a given form is a HTML file. Then all subforms will be generated as an XML HTML file. Before enable mixed doc type, you should be aware of all the following. Each form in a print job must contain either all PDF subforms or all non-PDF subforms, regardless of the doc type of the print job. So basically, okay, example is like quote and binder print job. So in quote letter, all the form or what are the all the subforms or forms, all should be only in the PDF format.
Hello.
Should be either PDF or non-PDF.
Hello.
Yeah, hello. Can hear me, right? Hello. Can you hear me? Mega, can you hear me?
I got disconnected.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah.
So you were giving an example of quote and binder letters here in mixed doc type.
What?
You were giving an example of quote and binder letter.
Yes.
Yeah, so from there I got disconnected.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, hello. So basically, you know, right, like quote letter or binder letter. So each and every form or subform will be only in PDF format. So
Yes.
in that case, it should be either PDF or non-PDF. This is the main first and foremost rule for any print job. For example, you can create a form with the Word document subform. The second, like RTF subform or post HTML subform. However, you cannot create a form that contains two PDF subforms and one MS Word subform. See, cannot. Either it should, all the forms should be either PDF or MS Word.
Yeah.
Setting document type of all document type except mixed. Okay. So to set a document type for all the documents except mix mode, in print job list, click on the particular print job where you want. In document type, click on the desired document type. Like if you want that particular code print job to be only the PDF, then you need to click the PDF in the document type. So note, the forms engine can generate any document type like DOCX or doc source document, but it can generate only the PDF document type form from PDF source form, specifying MS Word or RTF or HTML or output dot PDF source document will not be generated. PDF will not generate MS Word, RTF or HTML document. Instead, all PDF source documents will be generated as PDF file. Only the PDF documents will generate only the PDF files, where it cannot contain or mixed like MS Word, one RTF or one HTML document, this kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Setting a document type to mixed. Like for example, to set a document type for the mixed, okay. Open and text editor, locate the print job in the manuscript, change the document type attribute to mixed. For example, you open the particular print job and click on the right click and open in the XML format. Okay. Now here in the document mention as mixed. Manually, you need to do it by opening an XML format. Okay, this is how setting it to the mixed mode. Setting the print job, you can specify a condition under the under which a print job executes.
Yeah.
To set a print job, in manage print job, click on the eclipse and to the right corner of the condition field. Click on appropriate Boolean field and click on OK. This is how setting the particular print job.
Yeah.
And this is editing the control file field list. Yeah. So editing the control file field list. Okay. So in addition to a list of forms, okay, like in a print job, in addition to the list of forms, the print job also generates the control file. The control file provides a list of the forms in a print job in the correct print order. Like I already mentioned you, like in a particular print job, the particular forms order in which form in which order you wanted to print on the UI, you can just give the particular order itself by using an up arrow and down arrow. The file allows outside printing services to print form correctly. You can use control file to define the order and location of the form that are to be printed. The control file provides information to a print service that adds printing the form. You can only edit the control file field list if you have purchased the form license. So basically, what are the forms you have given in the print job now? That will automatically generate the control file. This control file is mainly used for how, I mean, like, where that particular form should be displayed and how that particular form should be displayed, at what time it should display, at what condition, and at what location. That means simple ways like order of the form and when that form should be displayed on the UI if it has any specific print condition. So this control file will be handling those. So the simple thing is like if you want this control file to be executed defaultly means that you should have form license. Okay, you can modify the control file to identify the block of control information to be written into the control file. For example, you can specify how many copies of the form to be printed or to which printer to send them. You can also identify a list of fields to write out. There passes the other information to the application that is responsible. Okay, simple ways like you have a one particular form, okay, and you wanted the form to be printed on the quote letter like 5 times. Okay, with different multiple usernames.
Yeah.
Okay, for example, that is the iterative form that you wanted to print out in the quote letter like 5 times with 5 different usernames.
Yeah.
You can do it by this control file like automatically rather than doing 5 times manually. So this is something like automation. Okay, no, that's not completely automation, but this will help you to reduce the time and human effort. Suppose if you want to check it manually, then you need to execute 5 times randomly.
Yes.
So rather than that, what this control file do now, that will automatically allows that form to be printed 5 times defaultly and give you the output. So basically how to edit this control file. So on the edit menu, click on the edit control file field. The control dialog box appears, click on add and then navigate the field in which control box and then click on OK. Repeat 2, 3, 4 steps if each field to include. Like if you have multiple fields, then repeat these 2 steps to entry. And in the control box dialog box, then click on OK. So nothing but field value in the sense like suppose you have that in that particular form, you have name, a phone number and email ID. And you want this name to be printed, this 2 names, email ID and phone number, those fields you wanted to print multiple times. Like 5 times you wanted to print. So you need to give those field names here. Like one time I have given, one time I have clicked name and second time I want email ID and then next I want phone number. So I'll be adding those 3 field names.
Yeah.
And then I'll be clicking on OK. That will automatically generate in the XML format. Okay, like value will be name, phone number, and next one will be like email ID.
Yes.
Yeah, that's how you do it. Okay. Next, working with subforms. As you already know, like subforms contains even the subforms as well. Overview. What is a subform? A subform is a document or a portion of a document that becomes part of the form. Subforms are either a doc format or docx format or PDF document that contain merge fields to which you can map the specific manuscript field. A form can use one PDF subform or one or more docx form.
Yeah.
You can use subforms in Forms Mapper if you have purchased a license for form. In this section, you learn how to add, delete, reset, and edit subforms. You will learn also how to set up print job for the subform. So how to add a subform, okay? To add a subform in the form, please click on the main form, in which main form you wanted to add a subform, click on that particular form. And then you need to click on the add subform, not add form. So once you click on the add subform, browse to a appropriate folder if necessary. Okay, if you have already in your local that particular form template, then you can add that particular form template. by
Yeah.
browsing it, or like click on the appropriate document and click on OK. It should be either in a docx or doc format.
Hmm.
You can edit the source document in form mapper. They are docx or doc format, but you cannot edit the source document if it is a PDF.
Yeah.
Look, you can only, you got it right. You can edit only the doc format one or docx. Whereas PDF files, you cannot edit that particular document.
Yeah.
Any merge field in the document will be automatically listed in the merge field grid, but only the merge field name will be listed. Suppose if you have a particular subform, in subform you have already, you have name, email ID and phone number in that particular subform. Those merge field names will be automatically added in while when you add that particular subform, but merge fields will be blank. You need to add those merge fields.
Yeah.
Merge fields are nothing but mapping fields.
Yes.
Other way of adding a subform is like click on edit menu, point to the subform and click on add subform. Another way is like right click on that particular main form. Okay, and add, right click on that and add, click on that add subform. Other way is shortcut is Control Alt E.
Hmm.
Next is like deleting a subform. You can delete a subform in form mapper. So to delete a subform, click on the subform to delete. Click the subform delete button. Delete subform button, or and the pop-up will appear like yes or no. Then you need to click yes or no. Other three ways are like click on edit menu, point to the subform which you wanted to delete and click on delete subform. Another way is like right click on the particular subform which you wanted to delete and you can see the subform, delete subform. Another way is like Control Alt D. If you no longer want that particular subform and you wanted to add another subform, in that case you can delete it. How to delete? Okay.
Yeah.
Resetting subform path. Suppose if the subform path is blank or points to the wrong location, you can reset that path to the subform. For example, when you create a subform or when you add that particular subform for the main form, right? Automatically, it will create a path. Path is nothing but where that particular form is located. So, for example, the path is showing it wrong or it is displaying blank, like the path is not shown. So you can just reset it. Reset it in the sense like you can modify it where the form is located, or when you click on that reset button, it will automatically from blank it will give some value.
Yeah.
So how to do that? Like click on the particular subform you wish to modify and click on the reset subform button, subform path. Okay. And enter the relative path to the subform and then click on OK. By manually, you can enter the path like file, folder, and document folder, like forms and subforms, this particular name you can give. Other way of giving resetting the subform is like on edit menu, subform, and click on reset subform path. Suppose if this reset subform path is wrong location, when you're executing that particular form on the UI, you will not, that particular subform will not be displayed on the UI. It will display as a blank. So in that case, that whatever you are trying to execute now, that will not work. So sometimes this path can be also wrong. So setting the precondition for print condition for the subform. So how can you do it? Like you can define the magic script field that determines whether the given form or a subform prints. Okay. To define a form or a subform print condition, click on the form or a subform. To the right of the use this form when where field click button, you can give the condition. Okay. Like you remember this, right? Use this form condition.
Yeah.
There you need to click on the click button and you need to mention the condition where this when and this subform should be printed. And click on that appropriate. It should that particular field should like the particular condition should be either in true or false format. Okay, like Boolean data type it should be. If it is true, then it will print. If it is false, it will not print on the UI.
Yeah.
editing a docx or doc or docx form subform. So you can open and edit docx or doc form in a form mapper. To edit a doc or docx subform, click on the subform. On edit menu, point to the subform and click on edit subform. The documents open in a Microsoft Word. So basically, suppose if you opened a form manuscript, okay, you cannot directly edit that particular form in the manuscript. The particular form or subform you wanted to edit it. So how you edit it? Like click on edit menu and point to the subform and then click on edit subform. Then when you click on this edit subform, that particular subform will open in an MS Word. Then itself you can edit it and save it and close it. Then only that particular save changes will be present on the manuscript.
Yeah.
And you cannot edit .pdf form. Right click on the subform and then click on edit subform. This is the another way how you edit a form.
Yeah.
You cannot directly edit any subform or form in the manuscript. You need to click on edit and that will open in a separate MS Word document.
Yeah.
Done with the form.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you have any doubt?
No, this is just basic memorization, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. No doubt.
Okay.
Okay. So we need
I mean, like forms, you remember, right? Or do I need to write that as well?
what do you need to write?
Form type.
Forms type.
Huh.
I mean the type of document. Are you specifying?
No. In form, there are some types. Okay, like I'll write it as well. First one is the static one.
Acha, static, dynamic, and pencil edit.
Correct. You remember, right?
Pencil edit one, I don't remember. Static and dynamic, I do.
So these are the type of the forms. Static is something that it default will be providing. They'll be providing the template. Okay. Form template. So the document will be constant. You cannot edit that particular document or you need not do any changes. That kind of a document or form is called a static form.
Yeah.
Iterative form is something like when the particular form has multiple iterations. For example, like student name, email ID and phone number. So we have almost like 10 students in our class. And you wanted all the students' names to be printed. So in that case, that will be an iterative form because it is executing it multiple times.
Yeah.
So dynamic form is something like it consists of static data and as well as the dynamic data. Dynamic data in the sense like it will extract the field value from the UI. For example, okay. So policy number will be these three are dynamic fields. Policy number will be directly mapping it from the UI in the policy and that will be printing it. But in order to print, you need to map this particular field ID in the in the form. In the mapped field, you need to map it.
Yeah.
But this is not an iterative field because this is only a one-time field. Iterative field means if the user has multiple data for that particular field, then it's an iterative. This is the dynamic. This value should be mapped from the UI and should be displayed in the form. So in that case, you need to map the particular field ID. Okay, that field ID may be account dot policy or number. You need to map this particular field ID in the forms manuscript.
Yeah.
Accordingly, address and producer name. So these are the dynamic fields. Why we call it as a dynamic field? Because we are extracting the output from the UI, that is policy, and making that particular value to be printed in the form by using a field ID.
Yeah.
Those fields are already present in the policy, like in that particular policy. We are just retrieving the data.
Yeah.
Okay, pencil edit form. Pencil edit form in the sense, like, for example, this pencil edit form consists of iterative data as well and user pencil edit data as well. For example, this iterative field will be same as like dynamic or iterative form, but there will be, so this particular pencil edit form, now user, I mean, like, customer wants that particular field to be displayed automatically by default, but when suppose if user wants to give it manually, manual input na, then you can give. For example, this policy number, address, and producer name have already defaultly mapped to the particular UI field. Okay, by mapped field. This data will be printing, but will not keep this data as read only. Okay, that user customer wants this particular field to be edited by user as well while creating the policy.
Okay.
So in that case, these three fields will be as edited fields, and by defaultly it will be mapped to the particular fields by default at the starting. But if the user wants to modify and give his own input like ABCD and some New York by manually, he can do it.
Yeah.
Those values will be printed on the form. Okay. So by using what? A pencil edit icon. So by how you can say means whether that form is pencil edit or not. So in the forms library, you can see form name, and at the right side here you can see pencil icon. Pencil icon, what are the forms are there? Now those are called pencil edit forms.
Okay.
Simple. Pencil edit means user can edit that particular fields and give the input.
Okay.
So these are the types of the forms.